Hello, Deborah with Preservation Publications and Preservation 2012 on YouTube. I came across a great article this morning online that I wanted to share with you entitled, Egypt is Still in Mubarakistan. I'll just read the first paragraph of this. I'm going to post it on my blog so that you could go and read the entire article in its entirety. It's very interesting. It starts by saying Mubarak was only the visible tip of an iceberg of corruption. The state he created in his image remains. More than 2 months after the start of the popular uprising that overthrew President Mubarak, Egyptians are increasingly fearful that although he is gone, his regime is still alive and kicking. And that is absolutely true. The revolution there is not over by a long shot. Believing that they have established something that is called free elections is nothing but a panacea. It is nothing but a band-aid to put over the mouths of the revolutionaries to get them to stop fighting for a moment. And that's all it is. So the media have tried to tell us that this is a revolution about democratic reform. They want to tell us that this is about the elimination of a corrupt regime through the elimination of Mubarak. And it's not. It's an attempt by hungry people to eliminate a corrupt regime, period, end of subject, and establish something that is of much better benefit for them and their families and their neighbors. This is not about democratic ideals. Not even close. So kind of keep your ears open when the media tries to tell you that that's what all these revolts are about. It's not. These regimes have been in place for decades. Decades. Not because they've been corrupt and have been starving their people. The people didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, you know what, we live under a corrupt regime, let's get rid of it. No, that's not what happened. They couldn't eat. They didn't have food to eat. That is what drove the revolution, and that is what is driving the revolutions in that entire region. So keep all of that in mind as you listen to the press and you listen to the media trying to put political spins on this. Revolutions are not based on ideals. Ideals are introduced after the revolution begins to sustain the revolution and to try and determine what political faction will survive to create the new government based on the ideals that are most popular, in essence. It's not over yet. Tunisia isn't over yet. Egypt isn't over yet. The rest of the nations in the Mediterranean and North Africa, it isn't over yet. It is just beginning. So keep that in mind as you watch the events. Try not to hyper-focus on Libya and look around at all the other nations and what's going on with them as well. And let's see how this develops. Until next time, for our families, our neighbors, our friends, and our communities, preservation.